February 23rd, 2023. The full board is in attendance, along with Michelle, at 6 o'clock. First order of business is to approve 3 sets of minutes. First set being January 13th, January 17th, 2023 minutes. Do I hear a motion to approve?
I'm reading it still.
Okay. You'll notice I can't, well, you must have spent a lot of time with the font and all that. You're kind of clever.
I'm actually quite excited that Bill can do this shortly.
Didn't mention that.
I was thinking last
It's
night.
good. All right.
I make a motion to approve the minutes for January 17th, 2023 as written.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. 3-0. Now I'll entertain a motion to approve the regular minutes for January 30th, 2023. Pretty standard signing stuff.
I wasn't here.
Well, you see?
I'll recuse myself on that.
So you have to make the motion.
Make a motion, we approve the minutes.
Right, second. All those in favor? Aye. I'll sign those. I make a motion that we approve the minutes of the executive board.
Okay, thank you, sorry. You make the motion, I'll second it then.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So approved. And lastly, minutes of the February 6th meeting, 2023.
I make a motion, we approve those minutes of February 6th.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Approved, 3-0. Next we have warrants.
for you,
Those
Michelle.
are all visits for applications.
Oh, new ones?
No, visits that I did.
Oh, okay. Well, I did some too, so maybe we can look
Right.
at talking about
Yeah.
all of them.
Motor vehicle, trailer and excise.
Can you date that, Bill? Remember this.
That's it. How many applications do we have?
One.
Good.
Oh, you asked, I know what you're asking me now, you want me to date those?
Oh, no problem.
You spend so little time signing your signature, you can date them when you
Okay,
sign.
here we go.
Say, here we go.
There
You just
we
need to
go.
spend longer signing your name. Warning commitment.
I'll just keep holding the paper.
Right. He'd be okay with that too. We have an exempt. No, we're not done now.
Not done yet. Motor vehicle abatements in the amount of $267.50.
Yep, 6 applications. Just too much fun. So, you know, if we're having this much fun doing this, imagine how dull our life is outside of this place. Okay, now you're gonna get stuck doing that.
No one else has picked it up.
Oh, I did. He's okay
A
with
lot
that.
of twos in that.
Yeah. One of these.
So that first one we did, I never dated, just so you know. Not that
I
it
did,
matters.
I did.
Oh, you did.
um,
at that.
and then I gave up. I said,
One and done.
This is, stay out of the middle of this. Of course, Michelle's going to check them anyways, which is what I would do. Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. I can't even help you with trying to organize their mess.
Oh, sorry.
We try not to make a mess.
It's okay.
Line exemption.
One line exemption
No.
for $500. I'll have Bill date it.
Yeah, good luck.
Oh, he heard that one.
Yeah. Do you want this clip for those or no? Was this really a name change or is the vehicle gone?
The registry had some really weird things going on where they
Okay.
lost some bills and then all of a sudden they found them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Somebody lives at Finn's Hill.
Yeah.
yeah.
And what's the matter where they live?
I might be there
Could be
someday.
at the saloon.
I might be there someday.
Oh, I thought I was gonna only have one here date. This is the second in a row.
Isn't that crazy? This is how
You
we
did it
take-
once, you're always gonna do it now.
This is how
I'll help you. I'll start this one.
we take advantage of you.
Oh, is that what it is? Two veteran exemption.
One of these days, I'm gonna have to take a look at what we look like on TV. How do I access that?
Right online in your fancy laptop.
What's online?
The interweb.
I just got arrival.
Take your typewriter and type out.
Did you know?
The website
Did you
and
know
see if
that
you can
there is
follow
no typewriter anywhere on town hall premises? Ordinary typewriter, except one up here. No place else.
It's actually was ours. Do you want to take that one over there?
It's just bizarre that we've abandoned that technology completely when it's not really appropriate that we abandon it completely.
You tell them. You should go from
Next
the
thing-
select board. and
Next
no.
thing they'll be abandoning. Look at the size of this sucker, huh?
Really sneaking these in here.
Giving you a break.
These ones are new applications, correct?
This one isn't.
Seniors?
Only if it's marked.
No, that was there
I
last
thought
year.
the green ones were
No,
the
That was
renewals.
last year.
no. Only if it's marked.
You get your haircut. Do you need to be filling one of these out?
Oh yes, definitely. Bill's almost of age to fill out one of these. Almost.
Should write a book.
Right, that's what I was
The
thinking.
next one's pretty thick too.
Yeah. Actually, what happens is Michelle scares these people into providing all of this
But they should be.
documentation.
It should be.
Right, because they could have gotten younger since last year. I actually had an incredibly lengthy conversation with a guy that was from Granby, used to coach girls basketball here in town, well over 40 years ago.
Who was this?
A guy that coached girls basketball 40 years ago.
It's somebody you recently met?
Yes,
You
Just-
didn't. You're telling me you didn't know them?
I did not know them.
Wow.
Now that's old.
Anything named after them?
No, but it sounds like there probably should have been. We started off on one conversation, and then I found out he came from Granby. He lives in Billstown now.
these are as they come in, or are they all in compared to last year? Not these, those,
Seniors.
hardship.
What are we approving? We approving this for the same as last year?
Yes.
Both, the last two. Cause I know we approved one last year that hasn't come through yet.
How do you know that? How do you keep track of that?
It's a good memory.
It's,
Two of us.
that's the only compliment you're gonna get tonight. You know.
See if I put the date on anything else.
Yeah, his chances.
Well, that's actually two compliments. I did it on the font that you were playing with, and he gave you another one.
Well,
That should almost be put in the minutes.
that just goes to show you haven't read any of my other meeting minutes because I always do that.
So, question to our videotaper: when do those get put on the internet?
Right away, usually, or within 24 hours,
Oh,
on YouTube.
Thank you. You know, they have a lot of misinformation on YouTube. I'm just saying. I heard that.
This is information for you to read because I know you're bored.
Because I don't have a life.
Pretty much.
Okay. Michelle, you're passing this on to us? Processing applications for hardship exemptions?
Yes,
They're supposed to be into us before December 15th?
or 3 months after the first bill, which is
Oh, sweet.
right, because it's
Okay,
April
good.
1st. So he's got it on time.
An applicant must be aged, infirmed, and impoverished. Well, that's me.
You may have to be all three.
That's me.
A few other things, I'm not sure that's.
Yeah, I've got like 6 of those. I've got a bunch here they haven't even described yet. An applicant must have some degree of mental or physical ailment.
There you go. You want the form?
That's a home run. I get to live here for nothing.
You want me to get the crayons too for your filled application?
For nothing. So we signed the exemption applications that were denied?
This is one
Would
of
be the
them.
last two.
Okay.
I don't know
Because
yet.
of,
Let me see. Yeah,
because,
over assets.
okay, thank you. We good?
There you are, right there, Greg.
That's it, that's me. INFIRM.
Did you drive yourself here?
It gets easier in the summertime. On to new business, 134 South Street, solar fields, and 54 Morgan Street.
Yes.
We have solar fields on 54 Morgan Street?
No.
Well, there is no 54 Morgan Street at the moment. I received the call that the fire chief and the building inspector would like to move the address to 54 Morgan Street. The problem is there's a house on that property. So I don't know if anybody has
What?
reached out
Say that again?
about what.
Just repeat what you just said.
Okay,
They want to change the house
I
address.
was infirm.
there's solar fields on South Street with a house
East Street.
that goes towards Morgan Street. The fire chief and the building inspector want to move the address for the fields to have easy access if there was an emergency situation. But there's a house in the middle of the field.
Okay, so first thing, I got to recuse myself because this is a client of mine. But two, the solar fields are not included in that parcel. For the record, they shouldn't be.
They're on leased land, I believe.
Well, they own the land,
So it's all one
right?
lot. So I don't know.
What is changing
I
the
think
address have to?
And if we can't do that,
We need some maps.
Yeah.
We can decide on this. That ain't a map, that's a property
Flip it
card.
over. It's a whole packet.
So the fire chief brought this to the building inspector.
So actually, no, the people who own the fields, the solar fields next amp, called me.
Okay, is the fire chief, and how did the fire chief get involved?
I don't know. I know there's gonna be training. He mentioned that there's gonna be training at the solar fields for in case of emergency. And any town, anybody's welcome to go to it. But I haven't heard anything further.
How much can I talk if I'm recused?
You don't get a vote.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's-
you can.
So my question to this matter here is, what does the address have to do with the parcel?
So
What is the,
This is a good one.
they're training at these solar fields. On the last page shows, if you keep going, it shows you where the field is.
I mean, obviously, if there's a house at 54, we can't
Right.
change it to that address.
Correct.
Well, I guess my question is, what does training have to do with a house address?
911 purposes.
Right.
Because they want to put the address on Morgan Street, but if they do, there's no access to the house on Morgan Street.
But those solar fields aren't hooked up to the house. They feed back to the grid.
Yes, but we're talking about the property, the land.
I think I'm gonna have
It's
to bring
all
that
one-
to the building inspector.
If you can get a hold of them
Well, he's actually open
right now.
Monday and Wednesday from like 4 to 8.
6.
And if
2
you drive
hours.
by, you can't tell that he's open, but the door's unlocked and he's there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I had an occasion, I forget why. One of the other questions. What did you send me up there for?
Talk to Chris.
A list of occupancy permits.
I guess I don't understand if we had a fire at Upper East Street where Carousel or whatever how you say their name, if that one's on fire and there's no street address, what's the difference going to these versus those?
And he's asking that because he's familiar, and I'm saying this for the sake of the camera, volunteer fireman.
No, I'm not.
I thought you were.
No.
All right, I take that back. I really thought you did.
No.
I was misinformed then.
I mean, the panels, what,
I'll take it to the building inspector.
Can I see that last page?
I would question if 54 Morgan Street isn't a part of that parcel. I'm not sure that anyone wants to be liable for driving over the parcel to get to the solar panels.
I mean, first, we don't assign numbers.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I'll take that to the building inspector tomorrow. I'll kind of like step up for the entire board again.
About time.
Again. I spoil you guys rotten.
So there's access to these from East Street and Morgan Street.
Yes,
But
but
what
the
number
access
Morgan
doesn't go
Street?
to the house on Morgan Street.
Because
Say
the
that
house has
again?
nothing to do with the actual fields. They're not connected. They feed back to the grid.
Right.
That's why I'm not understanding why they're wanting to reassign the house number.
And the request is coming from the fire chief? Excuse me.
And building inspector.
Okay. All right, so I'll reach out to them. I'll go to the building inspector first and then the fire chief. What's the name of the fire chief?
Who owns the land?
The
with the solar?
LaFlames. The LaFlames.
Is that 54?
No.
No, it's like 134.
They're on South Street, right?
They're all on South Street, but this parcel, for some reason, the house in out back is 134. It's 134.
East Street?
South Street.
Is it
South Street.
4, 6, and 8, or they're all on. a
Oh,
row,
I see what you're saying.
Because they're all the
Yeah.
father's house and the two brothers,
Right.
and 2 sons. So 132, 134, 136, or something like that.
And the Flams didn't deal with this because they didn't have to deal with it at the time. That might
Well, I
be a
guess I
little
just,
bit of
I don't
oops.
understand
I'm with you.
what Mike, obviously this came from the fire department, and what does this house here have to do with these two solar fields if they don't even feed the house?
Right,
These feed
and
back to National
if you
Grid.
plan on accessing something,
There's an access road from East Street and there's one from Morgan Street.
right, but I suspect they want to use Morgan Street for some reason, but
Because
South
it's
Street
one whole
would be
parcel.
better.
Right, there's an access road to the back from here out back.
Is this an access road right here?
At the top of the apple barn, yeah, behind the apple barn.
Greg, why don't you get more information, then
All right.
we can decide on this next meeting.
Okay,
Well, I don't know what we're deciding on.
Well, I'm not sure either.
all right, I'll take it
Oh.
back to them.
We're lost.
I'll get it off our agenda.
My thought
That's all
here
you
is,
want.
and this is just, why are we're not doing anything, but why are they renumbering this house if these have
Right,
nothing
I
to
don't
do
think you
with
can
this?
renumber a house.
Yeah.
Right, that's been receiving mail for how long?
I just want the, people out in video land to notice how I'm stepping up for the board once again.
I'm
Put
not sure
myself in
I'm not
pretty
sure
good
we have
light.
the final say here because we
We
don't
don't.
assign numbers.
We don't. All right, thank you.
My
Boy,
thought
people
is,
bring you messes, don't they?
my thought is here is that Tom Quinlan must have pushed it out to us because he's not.
Sure what to do.
Yeah.
Is this good? Does that go with this?
Yeah.
Okay. I will look into it and maybe take care of it.
We give you permission to do that,
Let's see.
or you can bring it back.
Is that yours?
That's mine.
Okay.
Give it a-
Yeah, there you go.
We're all done?
That'll put all that.
Any other business for the regular meeting? I'm just teasing. We got a ton of business. Ton.
So the meeting minutes of January 30th has an error in it. It's not Kit Aldridge, it was Charles Nash.
Okay, why was it presented as Kit Aldrich?
I don't know.
All right, then I'll look into correcting that. Do I have a copy of that?
You made it.
All right, but I think I shared my copies with all
Put
of
it
you.
back through the typewriter.
And you guys threw it away.
Right there.
Okay. Give me the name again.
Charles Nash.
Charles Nash.
Dinosaur.
You know I never went to that place.
Makes two of us.
Oh, good. I was feeling a little peculiar
I
now
took
when
all my
I'm in
kids
company.
I went there on my first Mother's Day here. in
Seriously?
Did you see anything?
All right.
Melbourne.
There being no other business, I'm going to call the regular meeting to close at 6:28.